What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're working on Maddie's hatch. If you guys don't know, which I don't think you would because I don't think I made any videos on it, is we have new wheels for this car. They are Rotiform BLQs, if I remember correctly, and they are a 5x112 bolt pattern, and if you know Subaru WRX, 5x100. So obviously we needed adapters, and so that pushed the wheels poked a little bit, and we didn't want that. So unlike on my car where you could adjust the top hat or just do a camber bolt, we needed to do lower control arms. We got Godspeed lower control arms. I think they're actually right here, and they look really nice. I'm pretty excited to put these on. We were gonna do upper control arms, but the ones that were suggested were out of stock everywhere, and we really only needed a couple degrees. So these are them, and they just look super nice. I think they said about 3 degrees camber adjustment in positive and negative, so obviously we need to go negative, but it looks really nice. And they actually got them on sale. They're only like 150 bucks. So honestly, for that price, you know, even if they don't get us all the way, which I have a feeling they will, because we really don't need that much camber, they're gonna at least be an upgrade because they're lighter and they do other suspension things. So gonna go ahead, jack up the rear of the car and start taking the old lower control arms out. All right, so the car is jacked up. I found it easier to just take the axle back off. It allows more space to get to the bolts that need to come off. So axle back just got taken off. Now we're gonna move on to taking off these bolts. If they all come off, it'll be a walk in the park. So let's see. All right, so I've gotten every bolt but this bolt right here. I mean, the whole thing is just loose. I mean, this is over 100 foot-pounds. Like, I'm using my torque wrench as a breaker bar, and it's set to like, I mean, just like some stupid, yeah, 110 foot-pounds, and it's ticking when I'm yanking on this bolt, or this nut. I even got an impact and a PB blaster everywhere. They're both like that. So I don't know if it's because I just don't have the right angle because of this, but I'm trying to possibly do it from the outside and like push down, which is how I got like this, the outermost one. I did actually put the bolts where they're supposed to go on the new lower control arm, so I don't get them confused or anything, even though they're different, but just to keep things simple. But I mean, oh my goodness, I am so close. So I'm probably gonna give this another rip, and I don't know, I might have to get heat of some sort, but this is just horrible. Okay, we got it. We got the bolt. That thing was like, I mean, 200 foot-pounds. It had to have been something. But like I said, I put all the bolts in the new control arm. So now I have to take them all back out and lay them down. And really, it's just putting this one back in and just putting all the bolts back. So this is a walk in the park when it comes to reinstallation, so let's do it. All right, so there is one bolted in. It's not tightened all the way, but I'm just gonna leave it loose to give some play to put this one on, since the end link is connected to this. So gonna go ahead and slap that one on. And just like that, they are reinstalled. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten down the bolts, and then once they're all tightened down, we can go ahead and grab Maddie's wheels and put them on. And from the looks of it, it looks like we don't have any camber right now, because I believe in their shortest length, they're actually shorter than OEM. So we're gonna have to bring it out, obviously, because the whole point of these was to add about 3 degrees. So we're probably gonna take all that it'll give us and get these wheels to fit. So just so you guys are aware, the wheels we're putting on have tires that like show cords, and we have new tires. They're gonna be here tomorrow. So this is purely a test fit. They are just gonna be set down. They are not going to be driven on. So just a disclaimer, we're not driving on tires with cords showing. So let me tighten down these bolts. We'll go ahead and grab her wheels and adapters, bolt them up, so then we can set it on the ground, adjust the camber, set it on the ground, adjust the camber, and get it correct. All right guys, so with the wheels on, you can see that there's a little bit of poke and a lot of outward toe, which obviously with changing a suspension component like a control arm, you're gonna get stuff like that. So this is where we're at with the lower control arm set all the way positive. So we have a pretty good amount, so as you can see, it's all the way in. So what we're gonna actually be doing is adjusting the camber so that the wheels actually, I'm hoping they tuck a little bit. If they are like fender to lip looking, we'll deal with it. I just don't want her to mess up her fenders. So you loosen the biggest one here and the smallest one here, and then you use this center and it winds this entire control arm out. So essentially the way we're adding camber is we're pushing the control arm out, which is pushing the bottom of the wheel out, which is tilting it, thus causing the top of the wheel to come in, giving us negative camber. So gonna go ahead and adjust this guy right here and give ourselves some negative camber. All right, so I figured I'd show you guys while I'm doing this. So if you bring it back like this, you can actually see the entire control arm move outward. So when I turn it this way, you'll actually see it go back. It'll go out. So we're giving ourselves hopefully the negative camber that we need. So once I get this all adjusted, I'll go ahead and show you guys the fitment. All right guys, so it's been a little while. This is kind of where we're at. The control arms didn't bring the wheels in as much as I was really hoping. They more or less just pushed the whole wheel out and then added camber. So I'm kind of stuck here, and then the fronts came out pretty good. They still poke, but it's not that bad. So it's definitely usable. This side needed raised, and it still needs raised. I don't have spanner wrenches, but this is really where we're at. I have to take it to my buddy who will be doing the alignment, and I'm gonna talk to him about a few things, but overall, really like how these wheels look on this car. Sorry if this video was kind of short and not super exciting, but this was not as easy as I was kind of expecting. Overall, the car looks very, very good. I like how the wheels look. I just wish the lower control arms added that camber without pushing the entire hub out. But what are you gonna do? I guess upper control arms are what would have really done it, which sucks, but the ones that everybody suggested were out of stock and couldn't get them. So end of the day, with the alignment and the toe not ridiculous like it is now, the toe, it looks broken and it's crazy. So once we get everything figured out, the car will sit very nicely. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have an awesome day.